A while back, I came across a diagram online, and the heading was, Are you worried about something? It was divided into two sections, yes and no. So for the part that said no, it said, Then you have nothing to worry about. For the part that said yes, it said, Can you do anything about it? That further divided into yes and no. In the part that it said no, it said, Then why worry? In the part that it said yes, it said, Then why worry? Now, a lot of the times, what I noticed, especially in my own life, is for the part where there's a problem going on, we try to address it, but even then, nothing can happen, nothing can change. A lot of the time, we just lament, and I know from personal experience, I just keep going back to that moment, thinking, what could I have done to make things different? But in reality, we did whatever we could, but nothing has changed. But even then, we put all the energy into thinking it into changing. We imagine that the more we think, the more it's going to change. When in reality, we're literally just sitting and nothing can be done. So in this situation, I think it's important to just kind of remember it is what it is. Now, I think it is what it is something that we hear thrown around quite often, but I think it's something that's very relevant. Um, in the future, if you're ever in a situation where you cannot do anything about a circumstance and you've tried your level best, the best thing to do is just accept it and say it is what it is. This can be your catchphrase in such a situation. For example, say you've tried cleaning something and the stain is not going. This is just a very bad example, and maybe the stain is not going because there's a big groove inside your tiling. Now, maybe you tried to fix it, but even after fixing it and putting some plaster or whatever, it's still, you haven't got it back to its former glory. Now, in this case, if you've done whatever you could just say it is what it is and move on. Now, I feel like it's really important to just kind of remember that what you can't change, there is no reason to worry, because it's better knowing that you've done whatever you could and then move forward with that energy and put it into better use. I think that we may lose opportunities in not only bettering our situation, but even being in a greater position than before because of how proactive you have been in in finding better energy in the face of adversity. So this is what I think. Um, Please accept what is useful or disregard what you don't find useful. And at the end of the day, I think it's important to just remind ourselves that if we cannot change things and we've done whatever we could to change a circumstance, transfer that energy onto something that's more useful, because it could actually put you in an even better position than if you actually ended up without any adversity. And just remember that it is what it is.